Good morning, dear brothers and sisters in Christ, and anyone this video is finding you. This morning, I'm going to do a little read from the Scriptures Bible. We're going to take the verse of the day. The verse of the day is Psalms 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. So let's read from the Scriptures Bible. So Psalm 46, Elohim is our refuge and strength, a help in distress soon found. Therefore we do not fear, though the earth reels and the mountains topple into the heart of the sea. Let its water rage and foam. Let the mountains shake with its swelling. Selah. A river whose streams make glad to the city of Elohim, the set-apart dwelling place of the Most High. Elohim is in her midst, she does not topple. Elohim does help when the morning turns. The nations shall rage, regions shall topple. He shall give forth his voice, the earth melts. Yahuwah of hosts is with us, the Elohim of Israel is our refuge. Selah. Come, see the works of Yahuwah, the ruins he has brought onto the earth, causing all fighting to cease onto the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns a chariot with fire. Be still and know that I am Elohim. I am exalted among nations. I am exalted in the earth. Yahuwah of hosts is with us. The Elohim of Israel is our refuge. Shelah. When I was reading this over before I was going to make this video, God also has put forth that I share another psalm. So we're going to read Psalm 49. Hear this, all you people. Give ear, all who inhabit the world, both sons of mankind and sons of man, rich and poor together. My mouth speaks wisdom, and the meditation of my heart brings understanding. I incline my ear to a parable. I expand my riddle on the lyre. Why should I fear in the days of evil, when the crookedness of my enemies surround me? Those who are trusting in their riches and who are boasting in their great wealth. A brother does not redeem anyone at all, neither give to Elohim a ransom for him. For the redemption of their lives is costly, and it still ceases forever. That he should still live forever and not see the pit. For he sees wise men die, the foolish and ignorant both perish, and still leaves their wealth to others. Their inner thoughts are their houses forever, their dwelling places at all generations. They call their land after their own name. But man does not remain in esteem. He is like the beasts that perish. This way of theirs is folly to them, yet their followers are pleased with their words. Selah. Like sheep, they still lie in Shiloh. Death shall shepherd them, and the upright rule over them in the morning. And their form is consumed in Shiloh, for far from their dwelling. But Elohim does not redeem my being. For from the power of Shiloh, he does receive me. Shelah. Do not be afraid when a man becomes rich, when the wealth of his house increases. For when he dies, he takes nothing with him. His wealth does not go down after him, though while he lives, he blesses himself. And though they praise you when you do well for yourself, he has to go to the generation of his fathers. They never see the light. Man who is rich, yet does not understand, shall be like a beast, and they shall perish. I don't know if you guys got an opportunity to check out that interview last night on Fox News, the 9 o'clock hour with Sean Hannity, and the interview with President Trump and Elon Musk. But I watched it, and you have to understand, like, we read the Bible every day. You find yourself in the Word every day. If you're doing your due diligence, it is very important that you do stay abreast in world events, especially because you're really watching Bible come right before it, like it's coming to life right before your eyes. And I watched that interview last night, and it did not sit well with me. I was deeply like rattled up inside, and I was listening to them talk. I was listening to the way Trump and Elon communicate with each other, the way they're communicating with Sean, and the comfort level that the three of them all had. And I was watching the body language as Trump sat there, with his shoulders up and his hands like this and kind of hunched over. And Elon sat next to him in a more like, good posture. And again, his hands like this. And his legs was like in front of Trump to like either symbolize dominancy or protection. I mean, I couldn't really, because the ticker tape was across some of the screen, so it's kind of hard to really see what was going on. But those who have ears to hear will hear it, and those who have eyes to see will see it. And exactly like with these two psalms that I shared with you, Psalm 46 and 49, we as Christ followers, we as children of God, we as, those of us who are Gentile of blood and have been grafted into God's special possession, Yahuwah's people, we really have nothing to worry about as long as we're doing what we're supposed to do. And what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to be keeping the covenant. And what is the covenant, you ask? The covenant is the 10 Commandments. Never mind about all the additional laws of 600 and something laws after the 10 Commandments. We're supposed to keep the 10 Commandments. And as Jesus, Yeshua said, the most important commandments is, to love God above everything and everyone else, and with every fiber and being of your soul, your heart, your mind, and your flesh, and to love your neighbor as yourself. And the most important way to show love to your neighbor, and it's not necessarily meaning your physical neighbor down next door to you or in an apartment building upstairs from you or whatever. Your neighbor is your fellow man, and to be politically correct, your fellow woman, your fellow human, to love them as yourself. And as Christians, as Christ followers, as disciples of Yahuwah, our Elohim, children of the God, to be able to show love for one another is to share the gospel. You know the gospel, I know the gospel. And if you're not sharing it with people that you meet every day, if you're not witnessing and testimony, and if your church has the cards and stuff that they like to tracts that they like to hand out, and you don't have a bunch of them and you're not handing them out, what exactly are you doing? If you're got a content creator over here and you're not sharing the gospel of the Lord, of Jesus, of his salvation, of who he is, then how are you loving your neighbor? You're not. And if you're not following the 10 Commandments, you're not in covenant with the Lord. And you're not his. So I encourage you to get a Bible. If you have one, start reading it. Please stay away from the apps. All right, I was doing some research last night, and there's a whole bunch of new Bible apps available for you, AI generated. So I would stay clear of that. Please pick yourself up a Bible that is to your reading comprehension and put your nose in the good book. Take care and God bless.